The Inquire tab is look only. Therefore, multiple users can access the same account at the same time. Bring up the patient as you would throughout the system by typing the account number and enter. Search using F3. Click the eyeglass, or if it was the last patient you were working on, use the F8 key at the top of your keyboard. You can filter this screen by case, such as accident, injury, workers' compensation, DME, or a normal case. You can also filter this screen by practice if you have multiple practices. The top portion of the Inquire tab displays patient demographics and patient notes, which were added in the Patient tab. The screen is divided into multiple tabs for easy navigation. The Financial tab shows you a summary of the current receivables, splitting by patient due, insurance due, and total. The Not Yet Billed includes anything that has been entered but has not been billed out to the patient or insurance yet. The standard accounts receivable buckets of 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, 91 to 120, and over 120 days. And then the total receivables. The summary information shows the total balance, total credits, net balance, which is the total balance minus any credits, total money in collections, and unpaid co-pays. The last visit, last bill date displays the last time a patient statement was generated for the patient. The finance amount will display any finance charges. The budget amount will display if the patient is set up for a budget plan and has made payments. The last patient paid amount, the last patient paid date, the last insurance paid amount, and the last insurance paid date. The cycle date shows the next time a patient statement will generate if the patient has any patient money due. The Views area allows you to view patient or responsible party billing history. This will show you each time a statement was generated, the amount billed, monthly budget, finance charges, billing fees, the user who generated the statement, and the message will display the account. The Patient Info tab displays additional information which was entered in the Patient tab, such as second address, employer information, emergency contact, which is now known as patient representative, responsible party information. The Case View displays the case type, open date, close date, performing provider, provider, and type, referring provider and type, responsible party, any diagnosis codes within the case. The Insurance View displays the case type. The pound sign signifies the order of the insurance, primary, secondary, etc. The insurance code, group number, policy ID, suffix, subscriber name, visit copay, patient's relationship to the subscriber, activation and expiration dates. The Approvals View displays approval, referral authorization, or certification information. The case type, insurance approval number, maximum number of visits already applied, number of visits remaining, and the activation and expiration dates. The hospital view displays hospital information with case type, admit and discharge dates, room number, facility, hospital, and provider. The disability view displays case type, disability type, initial consult date, return to work date, from and to dates, and provider. The responsible party view displays account number, responsible party members, date of birth, social security number, street, city, state, zip code, home phone, and work phone numbers. The follow-up view displays provider, procedure, insurance, expiration date, and follow-up days when a patient has had services that are inclusive of follow-up visits. The Charge tab displays any charges posted to the current account. On the right side, you can select different views depending on the information you are looking up. Each view begins with the charge end service date, case type, procedure, charge amount, copay split, and balance. The Notes button on the right will display any notes attached to the specific charge you've highlighted. The Balance view displays the copay split from the total charge and the current balance. The N column shows who the next payment is expected from. The L column shows the last party that was billed. A B represents waiting to bill. 1 through 4 represent the insurance. 4 and 5 represent patient. Who is the current responsible party for this item? The date billed, the primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary insurances, along with the assignment. Transfer date will display if the patient has items that were transferred to collections. The Service view displays number of units, type of service, place of service, any modifiers on the charges, facility, and if this was capitated, yes or no. The Diagnosis view displays any diagnosis codes linked to the charges. The Provider view displays the performing, billing, other provider, and other referral providers, along with the type. The Billing view displays the encounter number, first and secondary approval, referral, or authorizations when linked to a charge. The Rev rate, a Y will display instead of an N if send op report, hard copy, defer insurance bill, or defer patient bill were selected during charge entry. The Message field will show any message that was entered to display on the patient's statement when the balance of the line item is billed to the patient. The Other view displays the onset type and date of the incident, admit and discharge dates, and print yes or no if the charge has any credits marked to print on the patient's statement. The System view displays the date the charge was entered. The Adjustment date displays the date a change was made to the charge. Entered by and adjusted by display the user that entered or made a change to the charge. The Month End date displays the date a charge went through month end. Financial status will display satisfied if the item is paid in full or not satisfied if there is a remaining balance. If the line item was deleted, the financial status will display financially inactive. Record type reflects the type of transaction. The status displays either active or charge reversed if deleted. The Measure view displays the encounter number, modifiers, diagnoses, and measure for quality measure codes, yes or no. The NDC view displays the NDC code, description override, quantity, and measurement administered. the unit price, prescription number, and the insurances with assignment. At the bottom of the screen, checking Show Descriptions will change the codes for certain items to the descriptions. This may be very helpful when you are looking at a procedure, diagnosis, or insurance code that you are not familiar with. The date range at the bottom allows you to filter the charges you are looking at. Type the date range and click Find Now. When a date is read on the Charge and Payment tabs, it signifies a change was made to that charge or payment. If the entire line is read, that line item was deleted. In either case, you can click on the line item and click the What's Changed button in the bottom right corner of the screen. This will show you additional information, such as the date the change was made, who made the change, the old or original value, and the new value. In this case, the change was made on 3/12. The referral provider was FP, and this was removed from the charge. It is now null or blank. The billing history will show each time this charge has been billed to an insurance. The date billed, time billed, user, billing form, paper or electronic. Anything with a P5 after it is electronic. The insurance this was billed out to, the amount billed, and any descriptive information, such as if there was an error, the error information, or what insurance this went out to as far as primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary. You have the option to view this by encounter if there were multiple charges on the same encounter or claim. You also have the option to print this information if needed. The Payment tab displays any payments posted to the current account. On the right side, you can select different views depending on the information you are looking for. Each view begins with the date paid, case type, procedure, and the total charge amount. This Notes button will show any notes attached to the specific payment you've highlighted. The Summary view displays who made the payment, a check number if it was a check, the amount paid, type of payment, write-off amount, write-off code, deposit yes or no, and the charge date this was applied to. The Other view displays the payment action, control number, balance before payment, allowed amount, deductible, refund type, message for the patient statement message, and credit type. The System view displays the date the payment was entered. The adjustment date displays the date a change was made to the payment. Entered by and adjusted by display the user that entered or made a change to the payment. The month end date displays the date a payment went through month end. Record type reflects the type of transaction, payment, applied credit, or write-off. The status displays either active or payment reversed if deleted. The Claim Adjustment view displays who made the payment, the amount paid, the write-off amount, the group reason amount linked to the claim adjustment reasons, and the charge date the payment was applied to. The Open Itemized tab displays the activity on the charge. The Open Balance Itemized view displays any open charges, charges with an outstanding balance, along with any open credits, credits that have not been applied to a charge. The charge information displays in black, with any applied payments, write-offs, or credits displaying in green. Who the charge is currently due from, who paid, the date paid, any allowed amounts, paid amounts, the type of payment, and the remaining balance. The Open Balances view displays a summary line for each charge, showing the copay split and the open or remaining balance due. This view shows the insurances linked to this charge, who the charge is currently out to, the last date billed, if any of these charges are deferred or on hold, and if transferred to collections, the date the charges were transferred to collections. The Itemized Summary view displays the same information as the Open Itemized view. However, this view includes closed or paid off charges. The Claim Total by Insurance view displays all outstanding balance information for a patient grouped by insurance in summary with total charges, total paid, and total due. The Collections tab displays any charge that has been moved to collections, the collection agency, transfer date, transferred by, service date, case type, procedure, provider, charge amount, remaining balance, and the last date billed.